tell me, Aiden, what are we doing? Where are we going and why are we going there?
We're going to pick up J2 Honda Civic Shuttle that I just won out of no apparent reason.
You won a car?
Yes.
Won a car from low standards?
Yes.
How do you win a car from low standards?
It's simple really. I just bought this simple air freshener and that was it.
How much was the air freshener?
$6.
$6.
Just a simple air freshener and I just won a whole car.
Fantastic. Right, so how did you find out? How did you find out that you'd won this car?
I was at youth on a Friday night. I got this random phone call from Jay.
So he called you?
Yeah, he called me.
Yeah, right.
Saying, hey dude, is this Aiden? I said, yeah. You want a car, dude? I was like, wait, what?
All right, so now the adventure is we need to go get a Civic that's railed.
Yes.
And somehow put it on a trailer and drag it back home. So that's where we're heading. We're gonna go get a trailer. We're gonna go meet up with Jay from Low Standards. Yep. And pick up a car that 81 from buying a $5 air freshener.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Nice to meet you, mate. Congratulations. It's actually such a sweet little car. It's like, you know what it's like to find cars that just have a bit of character about them.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if this was white without the stickers, not the same.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It just like, it has the color, it has the sticker, it has the graphics, it has the interior, and it's just such a good little car. And it drives like a look, it's beautiful, you know, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, it's
I want to bring back old cars.
yeah, it's good. I'm the same because it's like, I'm obviously doing this as a business, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm talking to my mates. I'm like, man, he's telling me I get to go find these cars. This was going to scrap.
Really?
This car was on its way to scrap.
No, it's too nice for scrap.
I bought it about a year ago, and and my mate sent me a picture of it. I'm like, I need that car. I've got no use, but I need it. Yeah. And that's when I got it. I didn't plan to do a giveaway or whatever. And got it here, fixed it up, and it just sat. So this is beautiful. This thing.
You want a K24 all-wheel drive?
I was going to cut the floor out. I was gonna get a Honda CRV floor, drop it over and just have a race car, you know, as you do. But
well,
I've actually bought,
as you do, not everyone else does.
I actually bought something else to go along those lines, and I didn't. As much as I cut everything up, I don't know. This car's a bit too good.
Nice.
It's lovely, you know, interior, and you know, once I cut cars and do trans tunnels, all of a sudden the interior's in the bin. You lose all that. So,
you see another one again.
Honestly, I love it that you guys, these hatch guys and whatnot, I see you guys into this stuff.
Yeah,
so
cool.
It's like, this is a dream come true for me, you know. And it's fair enough, when you win it, you do what you want.
Yeah.
You sell it tomorrow, you do whatever. It's your car.
I'm keeping it.
Lovely, lovely. And it's cool you're going to keep the little history about it and everything. And yeah, like I said, it is such a good little car. And yeah, awesome, so, man. It's,
young lad's pretty excited about it.
Oh, that's so good.
He rang me up at 11:30 at night. I'm going, oh, what's going on? Aiden's crashed his car or something's an issue. He's like, oh, what a car! Like, what do you mean you won a car? Here we are.
That's when I rang him too. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, mate, it's your car, you know. You're like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah.
What I did about this is I bought an air freshener.
Yep.
Didn't care about the entry.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah.
Got the phone call and I was like, okay, I did win this.
So good.
So how much did you spend then?
$6. Only one thing. One thing. It's just an air
and you know what? I get a lot of people like, hey man, I've done 8 entries. And think about more. I said, let luck play into this.
Which
I'm the worst salesman. But anyway, it's like, I would love it if people are spending $5.
Yeah. Well, that's
to
what
get
happened.
this for $5, it's like mind blowing, you know?
I got the air freshener.
Yeah.
I'll just check.
And you even got it.
Yes.
Well, it's got to go in this car.
So,
if I won that, it's going in it.
So yeah, it's like I said, it's awesome to think that was just pure luck. It was your time, and this I think this car is for you.
100%.
Like just you guys and what you guys do,
100%.
and the cars you own at the moment, and it's like this is the guy. And it's funny, my first car, the 323. Exact same.
Oh really? Went to the right person?
He messages me every 3-4 days and does burnouts in his driveway,
so
and he
good.
just loves it.
This is it. What are we looking at here? So
we're looking at a very high rise little vehicle, but it's 83 Shuttle. Just
Shuttle.
awesome.
So
all the windows.
Honda Civic?
Honda Civic Shuttle. I just call it a Shuttle.
Yeah.
Because there's so many Honda Civics. But you say a Shuttle, this is a Shuttle.
It's a whole different car.
So is this a lot higher?
It looks to be.
It is now. Suspension's up.
Oh, no, but like the actual roof line looks a lot higher.
It is. And I've found so many commercials about these cars.
Yeah, okay.
So many. There's so much, because they were such like a gimmick kind of car, you know? And
After I won this, I was just looking for YouTube and I'm watching it.
yeah, it's good. And obviously now, like, everybody knows this car. We were driving the other day and everyone's like, hey, and they've seen it, people film me with it on the trailer.
Yeah, we're good.
It's awesome to think that you're going to be out and maybe go to Cars and Coffee and go enjoy
That's
it.
exactly what we're going to do
what
with
a
it.
dream.
So this will be a weekend car meet car.
How good.
So
Even though I've got 3 other cars going around.
Dream come true. And like, you know, I feel like you don't need to do anything to this.
No.
Go enjoy.
Yeah,
Off you go, you know.
Exactly.
It's
So tell me about the wheels. What specs are these?
They're obviously genuine SSR Mark IIs.
Very nice.
They're 13.6.
Okay.
The biggest issue here is 4x100.
Right. So is that old Datsun stuff?
Nah, because 4x100, Datsun's a 4x114. This
Are
is the
they?
hardest stud pattern you'll find.
Yeah, right.
Especially if you want cool wheels.
Yes.
So for me, always on Yahoo, I would have hundreds of sets of wheels.
So is this MX-5?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Okay.
But then you're 13, so MX-5 guys don't have these.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So you're talking about an 80s wheel, and
Yep.
there's not many styles, and there's not much to choose from. So I'm on
Yeah.
Yahoo with, let's say there's 9,000 sets of 13s.
Yep.
I couldn't find anything for this.
Oh, wow.
Looking, seeing them pop up. I'm like, I need them.
Yeah,
I got
that's
them.
right.
Obviously, I've polished the lips, painted the centers.
Yeah,
I love a red center. I love a factory center.
No, they're perfect. They are perfect.
And they fit the car in the guards, like just. And they're the perfect fit for this car.
This thing is super tiny. Like if you check out the interior, it's manual as well. I'm like, it's got to be auto.
No, it's manual.
It's manual.
Yeah,
How good?
That's auto.
That's automatic.
So good.
It's like, look at it inside, dude.
Jace.
Like inside this thing is too good.
But-
you got to keep reminding.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't click down.
Yeah. What's funny is I didn't tell my parents about
He
it.
does.
You still haven't told them?
No.
Are they car people?
No.
So they're gonna go, what's this piece of?
No,
Yeah.
don't worry.
They'll get it. They'll be like, wow.
My
it's-
dad likes classic old
Yeah,
cars.
cool.
But, yeah.
And that's, I guess, our era to us. Like the classics were your chrome bumper cars, even 8.6s or whatever. But the thing is, I've never seen one driving down the road.
No,
Well, that's
I
similar
never
with
seen-
these little G11 charades.
Yeah.
We don't see them.
You don't see
So, yeah,
them.
cool little car.
I seen 2.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's so good. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's one of those things, man. This is a great example of this car, and it happened to come in the coolest color with the coolest graphics.
Yeah, I do. The
with
graphics are the best.
Oh, it's
full
ridiculous.
80s.
It's ridiculous, and it's all factory, you know.
Yeah,
Obviously,
the best.
we did all the design and the sticker around that because these graphics are so
and the
good.
smell in here, the
Oh,
smell,
it's good. It's a
so
lovely.
good.
It's such a lovely car.
Yeah, very cool.
I'm trying to sell it to you. Are you keen?
Well, we'll take it off your hands today. Nice.
The exhaust is actually, I shouldn't say cut off.
Okay.
It basically come off.
Okay.
Which was good because for me to get as low as it was, it had to come off.
All right.
But it's actually made out of stainless box tube.
Box tube.
Oh, I'll show you in a minute. It's a real treat.
Okay.
The grandpa who had this was a little handyman.
Yeah, I love it.
So the exhaust over there, it's got all the original wheels.
I love that,
and
that's sick.
original hubcaps. And
Yeah, cool.
So you can either just clip them on, and this is a dead standard vehicle.
Yeah,
you know?
wicked,
So,
wicked.
and torsion bar front,
Okay.
won the nut.
Ooh.
Desired height, but
dangerous.
you've got to clock the torsion bars.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a thing, it's a bit of an art, but I'm glad you're young and keen to learn. Yeah, I started to learn, and I'm getting these cars all the time, so I'm getting them, and I'm researching them, I'm trying to get them low, I'm learning a bit, and I'm on to the kind of next, you know?
I blew up my charade.
Yeah.
So I bought another one just for motorbike.
Yeah, it's so good.
But apparently we didn't find out it was actually a Group B rally car replica.
Yeah, I know the car, it's Verben's car.
Yeah, we've got that.
Yeah,
Urban's
so,
car. I bought it off
yeah.
him.
Yeah, he loves to cut the odd cars up and do odd things, you know.
Yeah,
and
so
it actually looks good that though.
He's done a nice job.
He's
of it.
nailed the look on it, you know.
So we might need to hit you up, Jay, on how to do ridiculous cut floor out motor in the back type of stuff.
In this?
No, not in this.
Oh,
in the group.
Don't ask me.
No, in the group.
In the 96, we're gonna put K24 turbo.
Yeah,
in the back.
lovely.
I want it in the back though.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I guess who you don't have to ask me because you got this guy.
Yeah.
I've seen what you do.
Yeah, we should be
You're
alright.
right, mate.
Well-
I think what I've got that you don't is I don't care a lot.
Sure.
I just start cutting.
Yeah.
Well, you care. You got a lot more respect for things. It's funny when I rang you and you're like, Tim, and this, I'm like, and then everything's clicking back. I'm like, I remember seeing you taking them out drifting to X Park and this, and then the charade. I'm like, oh, yeah, I get it. I know who these people are.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, it is. It's absolutely awesome. Meant to be.
For sure. So talking the next thing, this is the next giveaway, is it?
This is almost sold out though.
So what, DR30?
No, R30. Aussie delivered.
Just an R30.
Oh, so DR's the two-door.
And Japanese.
Right.
FJ20.
Okay, so this is Australian delivered.
This is Aussie delivered R30 Scott, and once again, another car that shouldn't be this clean.
Wow, the interior.
70,000 kilometers.
You kidding me?
70,000. I got off the original owner. I'm trying to do giveaway cars. I want to do cars that represent me, what I'm into.
Yep.
But I'm also trying to get these cars that I get them low because obviously that's my thing. But I just want these really good bone cars, you know what I mean? And maybe the young fella that loves that car, but you wouldn't go out and spend whatever it's worth, you know? And same with this. Someone might dream of an old Skyline and all of a sudden they might get it for an air freshener. So yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It looks great on the Equips.
And R30's L Series, which to me, ultimate Datsun motor.
So this one here.
Yeah. I was saying to people, if I kept it, I'd triple Weber and put headers on.
Oh, triple Weber.
So
this is wicked.
And they're IRS. We're 31 live axle. So
Oh, really?
yeah, IRS factory.
So is this the same year as a 31?
No, this is 83 once again, same year as the Civic. So these come out the exact same year. So this is pre-31, obviously being 30.
But then they went to live axle the 31.
Then they went to live axle. So that was the end of the IRS. I guess no, they went to 32 IRS. Don't know.
Listen.
Don't know. So then you got obviously 240k,
Yes.
which is C110. Then you got C210 Skyline, and then you got R30. So that's kind of the order they kind of go in.
Yeah, right.
So obviously IRS once again, old Datsun.
And Tim, I was thinking, why don't we do this frame at the workshop?
Oh yeah.
That is a cool idea. So
Yeah,
Jay's
good.
made these frames so he can pick up cars
Because,
and
room
store
space.
them in the back corner.
Yeah.
And there's it just keeps going, Jay. What else you got in here?
Old race car sport.
So RX3,
I watched
No, that's 4 down the bottom.
4 down the bottom.
Yep. So, and I'm in touch with the guy that raced that car in the 90s.
No way.
Awesome. He shows me pictures when it was fresh. And
Yeah, so good.
So yeah, it's got a lot of history, that car, and obviously RX3 sedan.
RX3,
Yeah.
RX4.
Yeah, that runs and drives. 20V.
Yeah.
This is a project car. This is all Sylvia underneath IRS.
So I reckon you had this on the hoist years ago when
I've
I
had
come
it
in.
forever. I've
And
had it.
yeah, you cut the whole floor out, and I was just like, "What are you doing?"
I don't know why, but these two cars,
Yep.
I just never build them. Like I've built.
But they're the dream cars. Yeah.
Dreams change.
Sure.
Like for me, my bus is my dream at the minute.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I once I lose the passion, I lose the drive to work on them. You know,
Yeah,
so
okay.
it's just one of those things, and you move on. And I always contemplate selling the 240k. Then I'm like,
No.
just keep it, just keep it. But in the same sentence, I'd rather see others enjoying them.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not just going to hoard for the sake of it or
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
the guy with the 240k.
Yeah.
Where I'd rather see the fella driving it past you and going, awesome.
There you go.
You
That's
made
the
my
guy.
day.
That's
You
the
made my
guy.
day. I don't know if you guys are like me, but if I hear like a rotary or
Oh, yeah.
8.6, anything drive past me, I'm motivated, I'm excited.
This is a funny bit. When you're having a conversation with someone,
Yeah.
hear a car, you go like, oh,
yeah, it's good, man. It's good.
go back.
Same with your car. Like if
Yeah.
I ever see that, day made, you know,
So
and
good.
many others, because like a lot of people follow the story of that vehicle.
Yeah, for
It's,
sure.
yeah.
I would
So
like
speaking of that, I love crazy fabrication, and so he's currently got this van on the hoist. So I'm gonna have a look at this because this is right up my alley. So it's a Honda Odyssey, If you've watched Jay's stuff, you've seen him driving this thing around, but I've never had a good look underneath. So, cross member from a 350?
Basically, imagine the whole underside this being a 350Z.
Yeah.
Right, and so you've just grafted it into the chassis rail.
Yeah.
No, the whole tower's the 350Z, the firewall's 350Z.
Oh, dude, right. So this is all 350.
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole floor is 350Z.
Oh, no way.
Everything.
It's just the whole body panels look like.
Yeah, so basically it's the 350Z, the base cut out, Odyssey base cut out, and sleeved on top, with a couple of hours of work in the middle.
Yeah, just a Wednesday afternoon.
I'm just in the middle of putting 8-speed in it.
Oh, right.
Yes. So that is not my gearbox cross member.
Okay. No, that'd be fine. No, that's perfect. That's beautiful.
So I've just done an 8 HP swap to it. So
that was out of a Holden.
I bought that over Commodore. It was already set up. They're a BMW box.
So like a sequential, like a cheap sequential. Is that the idea?
Not cheap by the time you go through them. They're just unreal. Everyone went through the phase of DCT boxes, and they kind of worked. These things work. I had this.
So what, you just pull gears?
You do whatever. It's the gearbox that you can have it as whatever.
Yeah,
Clutch pedal, you want it? Done. You want to take off in 5th and launch control it? Done. You want to?
Yeah, right.
You want full automatic? You want full manual? You want anything? It's in it.
Cool.
It's rolling it's got everything.
Yeah,
so it's really, the gearbox is anything you select it to be, which is mind blowing. So and people are out there running 9s on them, and it's stock box.
Switch of a switch.
Yeah, it is. It's unreal.
Awesome.
You think, oh no, once you have a clutch pedal in it, sequential shift will feel wrong. Oh, it feels so right. It's ridiculous. It's mind blowing. So
yeah, cool.
Yes.
Very cool. So thank you very much. It's
all good.
I do like looking at this stuff.
Yeah, much like you, hey, it's just we modify things, and
I can't leave them alone.
Yes. Same as this was driving and I pulled the gearbox out.
We don't have good enough stuff to do this.
Hey, it's all good. It's
we'll get there.
It's all good. It doesn't matter what you're working on, does it really? My bus is a great example. It's a $1,000 bus that I've been building in the car park with grinders. You know what I mean? You don't need the workshop, you don't need the hoist, you don't need the budget. It's
You want to show us the bus?
Oh yeah, if you want. There's not a lot to say other than slam off the bottom of the step and raise the step to get it lower.
So hang on, no. There's slammed and there's literally it's sitting on the ground.
Yeah. At the minute it's static, but I'm about to airbag it. So Supra front and rear end.
Yeah. Supra?
Yeah, Sora Supra.
Why Supra? You had it lying around?
I want camber.
Yeah.
It's my thing.
Okay.
It's that wider chassis rail. So Supra front chassis and this bus chassis, exact same position as chassis rails.
Laughing.
Yeah.
Supra was 70mm wider wheelbase.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, for me I want camber, I want low, I want all those things, and this is how you get there.
Right, just step up.
Yeah, watch your head fall like it.
This thing's weird.
Yeah,
it's literally on the
I was
ground.
thinking about it.
So Supra body.
JZ880.
So you're gonna put a 2J in, or are we not allowed to talk about that?
I'm not putting a 2J in it.
Okay.
So these buses in Japan, they built 47 of them with a rotary in them.
You're not putting a rotary.
I'm putting a rotary in it. Yeah. So yeah, they actually make these have R100 RX2 taillights factory.
What?
Look at the back. It's factory taillights. But these literally.
The bus is getting a rotary.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course.
These come out factory with 13B in Japan.
Of course, it's getting a rotary.
So yeah, it's yes. Yeah, it's low.
How's a rotary going to move a bus?
It'll love it.
It'll love it.
It'll just love it.
Big turbo?
We'll see.
Ooh.
And it'll be on the road in probably 3-4 weeks. So
dude, so good.
It's the build of the minute. Actually come on board to do coilos for every giveaway car.
Oh, no way.
So yeah, the 30 is getting Shockworks. This is getting Shockworks.
Very cool.
Which do you run Shockworks?
No.
They're just a game changer.
You can send Shockworks later.
Because you can.
Yeah. But yeah, so this is my
1 ton of
Ferrari.
these. Are you giving it away on the 1 tons?
Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
They're amazing.
So it'll have Shockworks, those wheels, and obviously running, driving kind of things.
I've always heard about these.
Oh.
So back in the day, it's a TA22 Celica.
TA22.
So
yep.
TA22 Celica, you could get a Ferrari body kit for it.
Farino. Yeah.
So I'd always heard about them, but I'd never actually seen one. But from the photos and standing here next to it, it's actually really well done.
It's like, you think about getting this car and being into a shop and getting this made. It has to be 30 grand.
Yeah.
It would be it's a full fiberglass rear and full fiberglass front. So,
but they've done a really good job of it.
Honestly, you put it on the ground, lie at the front, you go, that's cool.
Yeah.
And one funny thing is you got fake exhaust.
I know.
Oh, does it? It's fake. Very, very cool. So this is the Christmas giveaway.
This starts in December. So
what do people have to buy for that?
What's that?
What are that?
Air freshener.
So buy yourself an air freshener and you could be driving around. So we went to the LZ Fest when this was first built, LZ Tour, whatever it was called, and had a look at this drifting. The Jay had this thing on the lock stops, flat stick with the 2J in it.
Till I spun a bearing.
Oh, did you really?
Recently.
Oh, no.
My mate's got a track up at Strath and it's like this.
Yep.
And front sump 2Js, you got to baffle them.
Yeah, right.
And Lynchburg went done there, so just
spun it.
oil, and then we found out how to crack crank, and so and it's a highly strung NA 2J, so high RPM, so massive cams, and we're working on getting it back on the road now.
This one's really messed with my head when I first looked at it, because this is an A86 slash Corolla front end chassis rails. I spent a lot of time looking at all these things in my car. I'm going, hang on a second. Why does this car look like an 86?
And you look at Corolla guys, especially. You look at the floor. You look at the floor. You're like, oh, Corolla.
It really is, isn't it?
No pillar.
Yeah. Dude, this thing's wicked.
No pillar sets it off.
No pillar does. I like this. Is everybody?
Oh, he's still got the.
What's your favourite car? And this is it for me.
I think
there's no better car in my collection than this car here.
Really, this is the car.
This is my car.
Well, it looked pretty good on the lock stop.
It was my family car 20-something years ago.
No, it's not.
Yeah. We travelled to Summernats in it.
Oh, no way.
So we used to go to Summernats in this, like freaking 11 people up.
So it's got the story.
Yeah. Over 20 years ago, then my brothers went into sports. They used to go to cricket in it and all this and this and that.
So in 20 years' time, when he's still got the Civic, we got to cut it out.
Yeah, so it's got a lot of history for me, and obviously I love the 8.6, the KE platform. I love how they feel, I love how they drive. So I've kind of built this beautiful van into my ultimate driving experience.
So good.
Sticking with NA too.
Yeah, of course.
After you loved that, you bought 3 more.
I've probably had 5 more, I'll be honest. I've actually got to go kind of look at that one right now to buy one.
Nice.
Yes.
I didn't realise it had history to your family. That makes it just 10 times cooler.
Massive history. So you're like, what's happening? But you just got to pull it out a little bit.
Okay.
Got to finesse it.
Just talk
with this tape
measure. Talk to the car, be nice.
Which was in it when I got it.
Okay, so we need to keep that.
But yeah, when you go to turn the key, just pull it out a little bit.
Okay.
But it's going to be loud. Let's have a look at the exhaust.
Oh yeah, right.
For your viewing pleasure.
Perfect.
And here's the exhaust that came off it.
That's a thing of beauty.
Isn't it? He's made the whole muffler.
He made the muffler?
Look. So he just snapped off at the flange there.
Yeah.
But he's made that.
Oh, that is beautiful.
He was a little home tinkerer.
That is beautiful. That's going on the wall.
Yeah, so the original mud flaps and the original wheels and the original hubcaps.
Yeah. So choke open.
I'd probably just run it. It just lives its best life, this car. Ah!
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah, probably wants some choke to drive, but yeah, it's just...
Yeah, choke lights on.
It's a sports car. Realistically, you're out driving this tomorrow. It's good to go. Yeah. It doesn't need it. It stops great. It drives great. It steers great. It's now it'll actually go over the bumps without scraping.
Yeah.
No idea if the tape that works. That's on you. That one.
Yeah, that's on me.
It'll probably work. Knowing the whole car, everything seemed to just work on it.
I'm pretty sure my dad maybe got them.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it's a sweet little car. Just like your test drive ready to buy it. So you interested?
Yeah.
I'll take 0 for it.
Sounds so good.
Yeah, it's sweet, eh? It's sweet.
So it's a 4-cylinder carbury.
4-cylinder carby.
Yeah.
I don't know how many speeds, probably 5. Oh yeah, it's got all the gears.
Yeah. So it's got power steering?
No. Just light little car steering.
Yeah.
Skinny wheels.
I had that.
Yeah. I think old mate made this, Grandpa.
Well, he did that?
Yeah.
Just screwed
it's like a little choke holder, so you. He was a tinkerer. He was a tinkerer with a stainless welder.
Yeah.
poster we did of this car. So
Oh, very cool.
there's a beautiful like artist in he's in Sydney. Yeah, nice young fella.
Yep.
He did all this design, you know, me and him going back and forth. How cool to hang it from your wall, and what a memory, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows where this car is in 10 years, but you're like, remember that time spent this and got that car?
Perfect,
You're like,
perfect.
you know, you might be in your 50s and still going, man, remember that time.
What's that
So-
stupid poster on your wall? Wow.
Wow.
Let me tell you.
No,
Yes.
I'll go to a car meet and I'll just hang that up.
You don't need to. The car is its own special
itself,
little thing.
yeah.
It's
Good stuff.
and so many, but it's my circle, my YouTube circle.
Yeah.
They're all the most nicest, positive people.
For sure.
So they're all sending me messages like, "Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Good luck, Aiden. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
glad."
Yeah.
Like everybody's just, you know, even though they all want to win it,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, so good." You know, so
Here's the advice. Just spend minimal amount.
Yeah.
Don't care about it.
Don't do that. Buy all of
Get the
Jay's
phone
merch,
off.
as many t-shirts as you can.
you guys do your thing. It's,
But if it's from him, flat out buy it.
Good stuff.
Yes.
All right, well, let's try and drag it onto a trailer, I guess.
oh, yeah, it would just be silky smooth.
But again, Jay, thanks very much.
Nah,
man.
thanks,
That's
guys.
a
You
big
guys
deal.
are
Thank
awesome.
you.
It's
You
Thank
thought
you.
you had trouble getting on the trailer.
Well, I thought it was going to be railed on the ground.
No, it was going to be, but then
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'll lift it up and I'll just explain to how to lower it.
Easy.
You
Perfect.
guys are fine.
Nah, we'll chuck it on the hoist.
Yeah, yeah.
So there we go, we've got a little shuttle in the workshop. I'm going to slap it on the hoist and have a look underneath. So Aiden hasn't been messing about. He's got his winning car freshener on and a set of Joy Supply floor mats in there, front and rear. And he's currently trying to figure out where to put the hoist on his new car. It's your car, not mine, you got to work it out.
Hey!
Aiden's a spoiled little brat and he gets to use the hoist all the time. Doesn't have to jack it up like every other 18-year-old has to. I keep trying to tell him he's lucky, but he won't listen to me. Jay done a nice job on this, all brand new hardware, brand new valves, very nice. All right, so let's have a look underneath our Honda. So this is what Jay was talking to us about. This here is what's called a torsion rod. That's your spring. So instead of having a coil spring, you've got like a spring bar in there that twists as the wheel goes up and down. So you see this bolt here?
Okay.
So if you adjust that bolt, you can adjust the height of the car.
Yeah, he lowered it a bit.
So it's already as low as it can be at this setting. Jay kind of talked me through what we need to do. So I mean, I need to pull it apart and have a proper look, but I think we pull this arm out and there's a spline in the back here and we need to reclock it so that the adjustment that we've got here is in a different range. This is an infinite amount of adjustability. It's probably only sort of 50 mil, I'd imagine, maybe even less. So you got to clock it on the spine and then you can lower it. So the front's pretty easy. And then the back will have to just somehow be lower.
I was trying to talk to mates about it, seeing if there's any other Honda Civics. I was wondering if I can grab lowering springs from normal Honda Civic, like EKs and that.
Yep,
I'll see if they're the same and put on here.
maybe.
Because it's a Honda Civic.
Yep. So she's a bit farty. We're going to have to fix this.
And we're just like, it's a homemade exhaust muffler with a square tubing with a round 1-inch pipe.
No, I reckon if you just undo that flange,
Yeah.
and then we'll just weld it back on. It's got this metal bar here, panhard rod, controlling side to side movement, and not a whole lot else. It's pretty flat under here. I suspect this is what happens when low standards gets a car, and there'll be a lot more of that on this one. Don't you worry. So yeah, pretty much dead stock under here. Some more scrapage here. You can live that low life. Very cool. He's already eyeing off my E86 bits. You got there, my front lip.
Yeah.
Does it fit?
No, just wide.
Oh, yours is wider. Wider than an 8.6. Interesting.
The more you know.
I would have thought it was the other way around.
Yeah.
That would look sick if you could get one and make it work.
Yeah.
That's how they go on the 8.6s. They sit up like that.
Yeah.
And that bit there sits in underneath. We'll have to find a lip that works. Yeah. You can't have that one. Give it back.
I'm not having
Give it back.
No.
You're not keeping my 8.6 bits. I was always super skeptical about the whole enter a raffle and win a car thing. I just never thought it was legit. I know, I was just a bit cynical about it all, but here we go. We have living proof that it's a real thing and you do win cars when you enter raffles from your favourite YouTuber. Don't waste all your money. Don't gamble, but support your local YouTuber, I guess, is the best way to do it.
If it's your favourite YouTuber and he's got lots of merch, buy it all. Yeah, lousy.
And if you go to events, buy the t-shirt. Spend the money, buy the t-shirt, live a little. As Lewis would always say, do it for the dad-law. So there we go. 80 won a car. He won a car, and here it is.
But guess what?
And now I've got more cars in this shed.
Guess what? At least it runs.
At least it, hey, he's being cheeky now. Because my projects don't run. And they haven't run for a very long time. If you want to see what Aiden gets up to with the shuttle, as well as some Group B charade shenanigans, check him out on Instagram, 926rally. Huge shout out to Jay from Low Standards. Young lad's super happy with his shuttle. Thanks, man. Hey, check us out on the socials. On Instagram, we're on Second Stage 86. I love taking photos of cars. This is where I post them. Head out to Cars and Coffee and Racetrack, taking photos, so go have a look at that. If you enjoy a bit of brain rot, we're on TikTok. Head over to TikTok, short form videos all about metal fabrication, some tips and tricks, and car content and stuff messing around in the shed. If you know what the Y2K bug is, we're on Facebook, doing Facebook things on Facebook. So go over there, scroll there, have a look around, subscribe to this video and hit like. Tell me about what you enjoyed about it in the video. Tell your nan. Second Stage dropped a new video. Check it out, nan. All right, take it easy.